Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this Bluey hand puppet out of a single sheet of paper. Plus I'm going to share with you the template that you're going to need to make it, and because I'm feeling generous I'm also going to throw in a bingo puppet as well. Welcome along. My name is Ben Stanley and I design and create working replicas of beloved Muppets, puppets, characters and creatures. So if paper crafts your thing, please consider subscribing. Now, I don't know about you, but in our household, Bluey plays on a loop. We absolutely love it. And at the time of filming this, there's a big episode coming up. So I thought it'd be a perfect time to share this puppet with you that you can make with or for the young Bluey fan in your life. So let's get into it. All you're going to need to do is go to the description, download the template, print it out, and come back here and we're going to make it. So, let's go. So, as well as the template, you're going to need a pair of scissors and some glue. And the first thing we're going to do is cut out the head section using the guidelines at the back of the template. Then the next thing to do is to score all of the fold lines that are on the template. And here I'm using a pair of sharp scissors. I'm not going to show you scoring every single line, but you get the idea. Equally, you can use a biro that's ideally run out of ink, or of course, you can use a paper scorer to do this. Next, we're going to cut out Bluey's body and the little rectangle just above it. Once we've done that, we're going to get back to the head and we're going to cut around the tops of Bluey's ears, cutting all the way down to where the forehead starts in the middle, and on the sides we're going to cut all the way down to the point at which the light blue and the dark blue meet. And there, as you can see, that's going to allow the ears to be able to flap up a bit later. Then we're going to take that blue rectangle and we're going to glue all around the triangular shape. So we're not going to glue inside the triangles, but we're going to glue all the way around. And then you can add a little bit of extra glue onto the back of the head template, and then you can see some markings, which is where we're going to place the blue rectangle. And that glues down, and you need to make sure that you do a good job with the gluing there, because at a later point we're going to be folding relatively close to where that is, so we just need to make sure it's glued securely. And there you can see that's going to allow the ears to flap up, and we've got the back covered where there would have otherwise been a hole. And now we're on to the folding section, and because we scored the paper earlier, we've got these really nice crisp lines and it's nice and easy to fold them. And as you can see here, we're starting in the middle and then we're on to the sections below, and here we're going to fold them into three sections, the middle and then the left and the right, and then again same thing on the next section there. And although the lines, some of them are to be folded towards you and some of them are to be folded away from you, at this point when we're starting we can fold everything in the same direction. These side bits here are going to help to stop the paper ripping when we're doing a bit of folding later on, so they're important to do. And then here we're going to fold down from the bottom up to halfway, and then we're going to fold it back and you get this sort of triangular shape, and we're going to do that on both sides. And as we begin to fold these sections in, you want to make sure that the bottom section is folded up first, and we're going to fold in the right hand side flap before we fold in the left hand side flap. And once they're in, we then, as you can see, we push up that little fold which stops the paper ripping. We're going to fold the paper down and then we're going to fold it back on itself, and we've basically there got the jaw. And then this section here we're just going to sort of pop out the lines that we've already folded earlier, and that again is going to complete the jaw section. Then we're going to undo it all and we're going to concentrate on the top of the head. Again here we're just going to make sure that we fold really well, and as I mentioned earlier, this section here we're going to be folding over where we've just glued an extra piece of paper, so you want to have made sure that that glue has dried and is on securely. Once we've folded the two sides, we're going to fold this in so that it creates the triangle along the other fold line. Then we're going to fold in the triangle again, and then there's a final fold, and there's all the fold lines are there that you can see, and there's that the tip of the triangle folds in. That's just going to hold that corner completely in place. And then we're going to do exactly the same for the other corner, folding it into a triangle, folding the triangle in half, and then we fold the tip of the triangle in, and we fold that whole piece up again, and that'll just keep it secure. And then we get back down to the bottom, and before we do the final fold of the jaw, we want to add on the body, and we're just going to glue this flap in here. And then it slides into place, glues on that bottom flap of the head section, and then we can just glue it over as well to keep it a bit more secure. And now again we'll fold the bottom flap of the head section up, we'll fold the sides in, again making sure that we're folding in the right hand side before we fold in the left hand side, and again just pushing that bit of paper up before we fold it around. And then we're going to put our thumb into that section at the bottom and just tease it out slightly, and then these top sections here we're going to tease them up on either side, and what that's going to do is allow us to put our fingers in there and give us a bit of a finger hold. So the two fingers go in, and then the thumb goes into the bottom section, and again we've kind of teased that back to create a little area for your thumb. And we just need to make sure that the shoulder sections go behind on either side. And we'll pop up that final ear. And that is your Bluey puppet. So there you have it. A Bluey puppet made out of a single sheet of paper, and the Bingo puppet is made in exactly the same way. If you enjoyed this video, you might want to check out my Kermit the Frog puppet making video here. Until next time, bye bye.